All right, so are you getting ready for one of these railway passenger service agent interviews?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a role where you get to be the face of train travel,
Yeah, you are.
helping passengers navigate the stations and making sure their journey is a smooth one.
It's a busy job.
Oh, yeah, and guess what?
What?
Today, we're diving deep to help you ace those interview questions.
Love it.
So,
It's true, you'll be interacting with all sorts of people,
yeah.
problem solving on the fly and staying calm under pressure.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's also what makes it so dynamic and interesting.
Yeah, for sure. And to help guide this deep dive, we're using RoleCatcher,
Oh, nice.
which is packed with insights from real job descriptions.
Real job descriptions.
It can even analyze your answers and give you feedback specific to the job you're going for.
Oh, wow.
We'll definitely loop back to that later.
Okay.
But first,
Yeah.
let's jump into some common interview questions you might encounter.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. First up,
Hmm?
can you describe your previous experience working in a customer service role?
Ooh.
Now, I know you have some experience under your belt,
I do.
but how can we make your answer really stand out?
I think it's not just about listing your past jobs,
Right.
It's about showing the interviewer that you can handle those customer interactions effectively,
Yeah.
especially when things get a little tricky.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it. Railway stations can be hectic places,
They can be very hectic.
so they want to see that you can stay calm,
Mm-hmm.
solve problems, and keep that customer service smile going no matter what.
I like that. Keep that smile going.
Keep smiling.
That makes a lot of sense. So specific examples are key here, right?
Absolutely. And remember, customer service experience doesn't have to come from a traditional customer service job.
Oh.
It could be from retail or food service or volunteer work, anything where you've dealt with the public.
Mm-hmm.
The key is to highlight those transferable skills.
Yeah.
Think about times you had to resolve conflicts. Maybe turn a negative situation into a positive one.
Oh, yeah.
Those stories are gold.
Oh, you know what? That reminds me of a time when I was working at a bookstore. And
Yeah.
you know what? I'll spare you the details for now.
Okay.
Okay, moving on to question 2. How do you handle difficult customers or situations?
Ooh.
I bet everyone has a story or two about that.
We definitely do. This question is all about showing your conflict resolution skills and your emotional intelligence.
Right.
A great way to structure your answer is using the STAR method. Have you heard of that before?
I have, but could you remind our listener what that is?
Sure. STAR stands for Situation, Task, Action, Result.
Okay.
So you start by setting the scene, like what was the difficult situation?
Okay.
Then explain the task,
Aye.
what needed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Next, describe the specific actions you took to resolve the problem.
Okay.
And finally, highlight the positive result or outcome.
Okay. So instead of saying, I'm good at handling difficult customers, I should actually tell a story about a specific time I did just that.
Exactly. And when choosing your example, focus on a time when you successfully de-escalated a situation.
Okay.
Show them you can listen actively, empathize with the customer's frustration,
Right.
and find a resolution that works for everyone.
De-escalate like a pro.
Yes.
I like it. Okay, question number 3. How do you prioritize your tasks and manage your time effectively? I feel like this is a question everyone struggles with, right?
It is.
I mean, who actually manages their time perfectly?
It's definitely a challenge we all face.
Yeah.
But remember, the interviewer is looking for someone who has a system
Okay.
and can adapt to changing priorities,
Right.
especially in a busy train station environment where things can change rapidly.
Oh, for sure. So should I pretend I have some super organized, color-coded system?
No need to pretend. Just be honest about the methods you use.
Okay.
Whether it's to-do lists or calendars or a combination of things.
Yeah.
The important part is to back it up with a concrete example.
Okay.
Tell about the time you successfully juggled multiple tasks or deadlines and how your system helped you do it.
Okay, that makes sense. So maybe I won't mention that time I accidentally booked 3 meetings at the same time.
Probably a wise choice.
Yeah.
We all have those moments. What matters is showing that you can learn and adapt from those experiences.
All right, on to question number 4.
Yeah.
How do you ensure that you are up to date with the latest policies and procedures in the railway industry? Ooh. Now, this one seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But is there a way to make my answers stand out?
Absolutely. It's not just about saying you'll read the employee handbook.
Right.
They want to see that you have a genuine interest in the industry
Okay.
and a commitment to continuous learning. After all the railway industry is always evolving.
That's true. So how can I demonstrate that in my answer?
Mention any relevant training certifications or professional development courses you've taken. Have you attended industry events or conferences? Read any articles about new technologies or trends in the railway industry. Share those. It shows you're proactive and engaged.
Okay, so basically be a railway enthusiast,
Yes,
but a responsible one who stays informed.
exactly. Now, speaking of staying informed,
Yeah.
this is where RoleCatcher can come in handy.
Ooh.
It provides a career guide specifically for railway passenger service agents.
Nice.
This guide is packed with insights about the role
Okay.
and the industry as a whole.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So it's not just helping me with my answers, it's giving me valuable career information.
Precisely. It can really help you understand what employers are looking for
Yeah.
and what it takes to succeed in this role.
I love that.
Yep.
Okay, let's move on to question 5. How do you handle confidential passenger information? This seems like a pretty serious one.
It definitely is. Data, privacy, and security are paramount,
Right.
especially when you're dealing with personal information.
Yeah.
They want to know that you understand the importance of confidentiality and that you'll handle sensitive data with the utmost care.
So it's more than just saying, I won't gossip.
Much more. You need to demonstrate a deep understanding of data protection regulations
Yep.
and best practices. For example, are you familiar with GDPR, the General Data Protection Regulation?
I've heard of it, but I have to admit I'm not totally up to speed on the details.
That's okay. It's a complex topic,
Yeah.
but it's something you'll want to familiarize yourself with,
Right.
especially if you're working with passenger data.
Yeah.
In your answer, you can mention that you're aware of relevant data protection laws
Okay.
and that you're committed to following procedures to the letter.
Got it. So demonstrating attention to detail and discretion is key here.
Exactly. And maybe avoid mentioning any times you accidentally shared confidential information.
Good point. I once accidentally emailed my grocery list to my entire team, so maybe I'll leave that story out of this interview.
Probably a good idea.
Hmm.
Now for question number 6. Can you describe a time when you went above and beyond to deliver excellent customer service? This one sounds a little more fun, right?
It does.
It's your chance to shine.
Okay, so I have this story about how I once helped a traveler reunite with their lost teddy bear. Does that count?
It definitely shows you care, but ideally you want to choose a story that really highlights your problem-solving skills and initiative.
Okay.
Think about a time you went above and beyond to resolve a complex issue for a customer. Maybe thinking outside the box to find a solution.
Okay. Problem-solving teddy bear rescue it is. Okay, ready for question number 7.
Bring it on.
All right. How do you handle multiple tasks with competing deadlines? This one feels a little too real sometimes.
It's the reality of many jobs, especially in a fast-paced environment like a railway station.
Right.
They want to see that you can handle the pressure, prioritize effectively, and still deliver results.
So what's the magic formula here?
Explain your process for prioritizing tasks.
Okay.
Do you use a specific system?
Right.
Do you delegate when possible?
Okay.
How do you communicate with others to manage expectations?
And of course, back it up with a real-world example.
Okay.
Choose a situation from your work history where you successfully navigated a high-pressure situation with multiple deadlines or competing priorities.
Don't panic, prioritize, communicate. That's a great mantra.
Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this.
You're doing great. Now, we've covered quite a few questions already,
Yeah, we have.
but we have even more ground to cover. After a quick break, we'll dive into some more challenging scenarios and explore how RoleCatcher can help you really tailor your answers to impress those hiring managers.
Ooh, I like it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thinking about these interview questions, it strikes me that a railway passenger service agent role, it's almost like being a conductor of a symphony. You have to manage all these moving parts, keep things flowing smoothly, and adapt to those unexpected changes with grace and a smile.
That's such a great analogy.
Yeah.
It really highlights the level of skill and composure needed for this job.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered some common questions so far.
Yeah, we have.
But I'm sure there were some trickier ones lurking out there.
Oh, yeah.
What else should our listener be prepared for?
Well, let's tackle one that often throws people off.
Okay.
Can you describe a time when you had to handle an emergency situation?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
This one can feel a bit intense.
It can.
But remember, emergencies happen, and the interviewer wants to know that you can handle them safely and effectively.
Okay, so how do I even begin to answer a question like that?
Yeah.
Should I invent a dramatic story about rescuing a kitten from a tree?
A heroic story never hurts, but in this case,
Okay.
it's best to stick to situations that could realistically occur in a railway environment.
Right.
Think about things like medical incidents,
Okay.
delays, security threats, or even like severe weather conditions.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually a good idea to do some research on common railway emergencies beforehand.
That's smart.
Yeah.
So I should familiarize myself with these standard procedures for different types of emergencies.
Exactly. That way you can speak confidently about how you'd react in those situations,
Okay.
emphasizing your ability to stay calm,
Mm-hmm.
assess the situation quickly,
Right.
and follow safety protocols.
Got it. So I should channel my inner first responder, but with a strong understanding of railway-specific procedures.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, I know we touched on RoleCatcher earlier
I did.
and how it provides career insights. Can you tell me more about that?
Absolutely. Remember, RoleCatcher analyzes actual job descriptions for the role that you're targeting.
Okay.
So it knows exactly what skills and keywords employers are looking for.
Right.
But it also goes a step further and provides you with a career guide that's like a treasure trove of information about the railway passenger service agent role.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What kind of insights are we talking about?
Well, for starters, it highlights the key skills that are essential for success in this role.
Okay.
Things like active listening, clear communication, and a strong service orientation are all crucial. After all, you'll be interacting with passengers constantly. So being able to communicate effectively and provide excellent customer service,
Yeah,
that's paramount.
that definitely makes sense.
Uh,
Is there anything else that stands out in the career guide?
It also emphasizes the importance of problem-solving skills and adaptability.
Okay.
Think about it, in a train station, things don't always go according to plan.
They don't.
Delays happen, unexpected situations arise, and you need to be able to think on your feet and find solutions.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So it's not just about being friendly and helpful.
Right.
It's about being resourceful and quick thinking.
Exactly. And the career guide goes even deeper, providing insights into the industry as a whole.
Oh, wow.
It talks about current trends shaping the railway industry,
Okay.
like the increasing focus on sustainability, digitalization, and automation.
Wow. So I can actually impress the interviewers by showing I'm aware of these bigger industry trends.
Absolutely. It demonstrates your genuine interest
Okay.
and shows that you're not just looking for any job.
Right.
You're specifically interested in a career in rail.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to spend some time with that career guide. Okay, so we've talked about emergency situations and career insights. What other challenging questions might come up in this interview?
Here's one that can sometimes trip people up.
Okay.
Can you give me an example of a time you received negative feedback from a customer? How did you handle it?
Oh, that's a tough one. Nobody likes to talk about negative feedback.
It's true, but remember, everyone receives negative feedback at some point in their career.
Yeah.
It's how you handle it that matters.
Right.
The interviewer wants to see that you can take criticism constructively, learn from your mistakes,
Yeah.
and use it as an opportunity for growth.
So should I just pretend I've never received negative feedback?
Definitely not. Being honest and authentic is key.
Okay.
Choose a specific example. Explain the situation, describe the feedback you received, and then focus on what you learned from the experience and how you improved your approach as a result.
So it's about turning a potentially negative situation into a positive one.
Yeah.
Showcasing my ability to learn and grow.
Exactly. And it shows the interviewer that you're self-aware and open to feedback, which are valuable qualities in any employee.
Okay. I'm starting to feel more confident about tackling these tougher questions.
Right.
What else do we have on the list?
Let's talk about teamwork.
Okay.
Many railway passenger service agent roles involve collaborating with colleagues,
Right.
whether it's other agents, platform staff, or even security personnel. So you might be asked a question like,
Okay.
can you describe a time when you had to work effectively as part of a team to achieve a common goal?
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Teamwork is definitely crucial in a busy environment like a train station. But what kind of example should I give?
Think about a situation where you had to collaborate with others to overcome a challenge or solve a problem or achieve a specific objective.
Right.
Maybe you had to work together to manage a large crowd during a major delay.
Yeah.
Or perhaps you collaborated with colleagues to assist a passenger with special needs.
Okay, so it's about highlighting my ability to communicate effectively,
Yeah.
coordinate with others, and contribute to a positive team dynamic.
Exactly. And when describing your example, focus on the specific actions you took to contribute to the team's success.
Okay.
Did you take initiative? Did you offer support to your colleagues?
Right.
Did you communicate effectively to keep everyone on track?
These are great points.
Mm.
I'm starting to see a pattern here.
What's that?
It's not just about what I've done, it's about how I communicated and how I highlight those key skills the interviewer is looking for.
You're absolutely right. And that's where RoleCatcher's AI-powered feedback comes in.
Okay.
It can analyze your answers and tell you if you're hitting those key points, using the right language,
Right.
and showcasing the skills that are most relevant to the job.
Wow, that's incredibly helpful. It's like having a personal interview coach in my pocket.
Precisely. It can really help you refine your answers and give you that extra edge in the interview process.
This is all so valuable. Okay, so we've covered teamwork, handling negative feedback in emergency situations. Are there any other curveball questions we should be prepared for?
There might be. But before we delve into those, I think it's important to talk about one more crucial aspect of interview preparation.
Okay.
And that's how to present yourself confidently and professionally.
Okay.
And you know what? I think that's a great topic to tackle after a quick break. We'll be right back.
So we're back, and, we were talking about that all-important factor.
Yeah.
Confidence.
Yeah.
Because even with the best answers, how you present yourself can make a big difference in an interview.
It's true. Confidence can really make those great answers shine even brighter.
Yeah.
Think of it this way. You're not just conveying information. You're showcasing your personality and your enthusiasm for the role.
So it's not about being arrogant.
Right.
It's about showing genuine passion and letting my personality come through.
Exactly. Enthusiasm is contagious. And interviewers are looking for someone who is excited about the opportunity.
Okay, but how can I project confidence, especially if I'm feeling nervous? Any tips?
Absolutely. First and foremost, preparation is key.
Okay.
The more you prepare, the more confident you'll feel.
Right.
Practice your answers, research the company and the role, and familiarize yourself with common interview questions.
So all the work we've been doing in this deep dive is already boosting my confidence.
Exactly.
What else can I do?
Body language plays a huge role.
Okay.
Make eye contact, sit up straight, and try to relax. Smiling can also make a big difference.
Okay.
It shows you're approachable and enthusiastic.
Okay. Smile, make eye contact, and try not to fidget.
Got it.
Anything else I should keep in mind?
Think about your attire.
Oh.
Dressing professionally shows that you take the opportunity seriously.
Right.
You don't necessarily need to wear a suit.
Okay.
But choose an outfit that is neat, tidy, and appropriate for the workplace.
So maybe skip the pajamas and slippers even if it's a virtual interview.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
And speaking of virtual interviews, it's important to create a professional setting.
Right.
Choose a quiet, well-lit space. And make sure your background is clutter-free.
Okay, so basically treat it just like an in-person interview even if I'm at home.
Exactly. And remember, technical difficulties happen.
Oh, yeah, they do.
If your internet connection drops or there's a sudden noise,
Right.
just stay calm and apologize. It happens to everyone.
These are all such practical tips. I feel like I'm getting a masterclass in interview etiquette.
And don't forget, RoleCatcher can help you practice too.
Oh, really?
It has a video practice feature
Okay.
where you can record yourself answering interview questions and then get AI-powered feedback
Wow.
on your delivery, your body language, and overall presentation.
Wow, that's incredible. It's like having a personal interview coach, but with AI superpowers.
Exactly. It can really help you identify any nervous habits or areas where you can improve your communication style.
Okay, I'm definitely checking out that feature. Now, before we wrap up, I have one last question.
Okay.
What's the one piece of advice you would give to someone who is about to go into a railway passenger service agent interview?
That's a great question. I think the most important thing is to be yourself.
Okay.
Let your personality shine through, show your enthusiasm for the role, and don't be afraid to highlight your unique skills and experiences.
So it's not just about giving the right answers. It's about showing them who I am and why I'm the best fit for this job.
Precisely. Remember, an interview is a two-way street.
Yeah.
It's not just about them evaluating you. It's also an opportunity for you to evaluate if this is the right role and company for you.
That's a really great point. I think we've covered so much valuable ground today. We talked about specific interview questions, how to structure those answers, the importance of confidence in presentation, and how RoleCatcher can help you prepare like a pro.
It's been my pleasure. I hope this deep dive has empowered you and given you the tools you need to ace that interview.
I know I feel much more prepared. And remember, listeners, you've got this. Preparation is key. But don't forget to let your personality and passion shine through. And if you're looking for that extra edge, definitely check out RoleCatcher. It's like having a personal interview coach in your pocket. Now, here's something to think about as you continue your job search journey. What are you most proud of in your work experience? What unique skills or talents can you bring to this role? Reflect on those strengths and be prepared to share them confidently in your interview. Good luck, and we'll see you on our next deep dive.